Okay, so
Oh, this is a good start.
I worked in the harbour on fishing vessels, and I got the opportunity to meet George. And when I met him, he smelled the harbour straight away. So it was an easy one-to-one talk, and we just discussed past jobs that he's been on, and he was happy enough to give me the chance. When I first joined, was building the winch package, so it was 30 winches I think when I joined, and 3 OBTs. So it was a big difference going from fishing vessels to brand new equipment, because fishing boats was old. It was more just fixing things for a next trip, and here you start with scratch, working off drawings that before never used a drawing. The winches was similar, just electric, so the basic function on which pay in, pay out, just the way it's getting driven compared to hydraulics that I was used to. I haven't really worked third-party equipment, only the odd occasion, but I think it's because I've grown up with the equipment. I know where everything's meant to be, how the screens work. I know the ins and outs of mechanical and the hydraulic side of the equipment, so I think just on my side, I can walk into any piece of equipment and I've built it before. Most of the equipment I've built has been part me in the yard, so you feel much more confident when you're going on a job that, okay, I've been with this before. You know the strengths and weaknesses of some of the parts, and again, you've got the team behind you, which is always a very handy thing to have. When it comes to commissioning, they like to sort of take the guys who's working the kit in, which to me is the most important, because we have to go and work it when offshore, so it's good to see it in here and you get that feeling of how everything performs. Last year, the 5002 tensioner, I got brought in to commission it before it went on the first job, and I got to oversee the installation on the first project. So it was a good to see from being on our test bed to being on a vessel and actually doing the job. It is good to see the work that you put in the yard. You can go offshore and everything does what you've tested it to do. Sometimes you're on a vessel and maybe you've got one piece of equipment and a competitor's piece of equipment on, and when you match the two of them, it's a big difference. I personally see it's just modern equipment, you could say. There's more software side of it, and even when you talk to clients, they see the big difference in the equipment. To build next, I don't know. Something big. Something big. They're speaking about more reel drives and tensioners. I think it's good. Bigger is better, especially when you start going Africas and Brazils. Some of the smaller stuff are just a little bit too small. The HLSs, I did the project with the WHLS, and that turned out a really nice system. The VLS, that was a great system to work on. One of them again would be really good. I think we're doing a big tensioner, so no, that'll be good. Big tensioner. Hydraulic.
Oh, good.